Shout out to the culture, man. Shout out to the culture. Listen, man. YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cap and Crown, where defense wins championships, man. Listen, it's your boy Relle, man. And joining me is a man that still believes in that culture, man, that they talk about. And it's my boy King, man. What up, man?
Not much, bro. Wow, bro. We got a tribute video today. That's crazy.
Are y'all tearing up right now?
Nah, kind of the opposite. More of anger.
Dry your eyes, man. Dry your eyes, King. I don't know why y'all watery for, man. Just dry 'em, man.
I was waiting for Maxie's.
You said, say, Mark, you got a one, didn't he?
Stop, man.
I'm sorry. Listen, man. Oh my God. Listen, man, if y'all new to the channel, if you're into NBA content, man, do us a huge favor, man, to hit that subscribe button. Also, too, man, everybody hit them likes, man. Help us build that algorithm up tonight, man, to find more NBA fans like yourselves, man, to join us here. Oh, man, we got a good one today, man. We got special guests in the building with us, man. It's crazy because it's only fitting that we played the Mavs played the Lakers tonight. We got a Laker fan in the building, man. Shout out to our boy, Laker Daryl, a.k.a. Kid Neal, in the building.
Hey.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. What's good? What's good? Cap and Crown.
Nothing much, man. You know what's good is that Laker dub y'all got tonight, man. What's good with you, man? Matter of fact, before we start the show off, man, let's kind of give us your opinion, man. This game tonight, man, from a Lakers perspective.
Oh man, from what I saw, at first I was a little worried, just a little bit with the size difference, but
yeah.
Overall, I like what I saw. You know, seeing that small ball lineup with Bron at 5. I'm not worried when I see him move to the 5 and Dodo out there with Hachimura and Reeves and Luka. Jackson Hayes is a sore spot for me, and the way he looks, certain games is like, oh, okay, we're gonna be all right. But tonight it was like, where did you go? What happened to you? But overall, you know, I feel like it was a good showing. We coming on strong, you know, and sitting in that third slot. Hopefully we can hold on to that third spot because it's kind of a logjam right there. But yeah,
man,
I think I like one more game away.
Yeah, coach, I got like 2 more games. And 2 more games.
Yeah, we got 2 more.
So y'all not sitting nobody out the last 2 games then?
I will hope not. I want to hold on to that third seed.
Y'all can if y'all win the first game. If you win the first game, I think y'all lock it up, and you probably can sit the second game.
Yeah,
I think they won away from locking up the 3 seed.
Okay. And I think so. I think we got Houston on Friday, and then I forget who the last one is. Yeah, we got Houston.
I mean, but no. I mean, Houston may not. How far away is Houston from y'all? They may not have anything to play for.
Nah, I think Houston at least a good 3 in front of us.
Yeah, so y'all might get Houston not even having to play. You feel me? Where
yeah, they might rest them players. So hopefully they go through that. You know, before we get started, I'm gonna throw this one out here real quick. I know last night y'all was talking about the technical, that my boy got thrown out the game last night, and I know we saw that they rescinded that tick. I don't appreciate that because I think we would have a larger lead on the teams behind us because they went on a 26-12 run after Luka got tossed out the game last night.
Oh, say that one more time, girl, for the people in the back. You said what happened now?
They went on a 26-12 run after Luka got tossed. So we were winning the game.
Right.
That's another story for it.
So yes, in other words, Daryl saying defense wins championships, and it's all about the coaches. Pretty much what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Shout out to Nico. But listen, man, it's funny, Daryl. You're dropping gems because you sound like a guy who watches the games. But you know what? There's a certain player, or should I say, former player that you guys know that don't be watching the games. I think he pretty much said it out of his own mouth. But you know what, King? I was told, bro.
I was told.
Let's see what Shaq got to say.
You like Luka's game?
I like Luka. Luka can play. If you could pass my hate test and then still go.
What's a hate test?
Like Steph Curry, I was like, that shit lucky. He keep doing it. That shit lucky. Find the point. All right, this can play. I used to hate Luka until I seen him play. I'm like, this white boy all right. Because remember, I done played with some of the greatest, so it ain't a lot of new shit that you're going to do. So if you do that consistently and then pick it up, then I'll give you.
Come on, Shaq.
All right, man. And that's kind of.
Come on, Shaq.
It's kind of what I said, though, bro. I told people that's what Shaq does. He hate on you, and you got to like overcome his hate test. I think I literally said that.
No. You caught the hate part. Did you also hear what he said?
Oh, that he didn't watch. Yes, we already knew that though. Detroit Pistons.
But listen,
how we an NBA analyst and don't watch
because he played the game. Because he played the game. So if you play the game, you automatically know. You got like this superpower that allows you to like already know what happened during the games and all, just because you played.
So Shaq's name was on one of those cheers for the cast of Doomsday. That's what you're trying to tell me. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, basically.
You're a superhero. Got you. It makes sense, bro. Shout out to Dirk and Taylor Rooks. They had them. They kind of highlight them during the game today because both of them are going to be working for Amazon. Is it Amazon NBC?
Yeah. Shout out to Big J. You said.
Shout out to Big J, who didn't know who Taylor Rooks was. But listen, snitching out here, man. But now, we're hoping, we're hanging our hat on the fact that hopefully Dirk and them do a whole lot better job doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to cover these teams and cover these players and give these definitive takes. Can you please watch what you're doing to take on? So you want to look stupid like we've seen Shaq do multiple times, right? The fact like, oh, Detroit's 4 games under 500. Sir, they're over 7 games over 500. They're in a playoff spot. Not playing in, playoff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it don't matter. You're wrong, sir. Just admit you're wrong. You don't watch the games. Then why are you giving definitive takes on stuff you don't watch? That's the part I don't like. And then you mislead a lot of these folks who ain't educated enough to understand what they're watching. Yep. Then you got to argue with them on Twitter. Yeah, Detroit trash. No, they're not. Who said that? Shaq said it. Oh, well, I mean, I can't argue with you. You're going to listen to a guy who also does not watch the game. You don't watch the game. Listen to another person who don't watch the games, trying to tell somebody who does watch the games what that team is doing. Like, that makes no sense to me, bro. But yep, like I said, Shaq's at it again, man. He made some other comments too, man. But that was the one that kind of stood out. Like I said, you hate on Steph Curry, talk about it's lucky. That's his game.
I mean, he hated on Dirk.
That's Dirk's game.
Yeah.
Like, were you lucky because you were 300 pounds muscling guys in the paint? That was your game, right? Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, in his opinion, he was superhuman, so it couldn't be touched. And this is one of my guys, but that's
I know.
He that was stupid. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That's stupid for you to make those type of comments. Like, Steph is an amazing basketball player. Like, we don't even have to. We can throw his numbers up against anybody's, and he can be in the top of anybody's top 10. Let's not mistake that nowhere. So for you to say that he's lucky when he's doing what he's doing and he's been doing it consistently over time, that's foolishness.
They'll say top 10.
Oh,
top 10?
Yeah.
No,
I thought you
top
saying Shaq was top 10. He's saying you don't have Steph top 10. That's what he's saying.
No Steph top 10. Okay, I got you. Okay.
He's saying more like 11 or something.
More like 15. I give him top 15. Top 15.
Top 15 all time. Okay.
But might have to do a debate on that one day.
Yeah, I might. He might be like 11 or something like that. But I would have to sit down and actually like make the list.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm lazy, bro. The King already know I ain't great at them lists, man. You give me pad 3, I'm lost. What come after 3? I forgot. Dang. But yeah, man. What was that brought to you by, King?
Fanatics. This I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description.
Yes, sir. Listen, man, y'all already know the 2025 draft. Hall of Fame class just got announced here a couple days ago. Kind of got me and King thinking. Y'all know how we do on Wednesday, man. We usually have these little debate topics. It's a good thing we got Daryl on too, man. He can help us with this. So had us thinking with this class that just got announced, who are some players that have not been announced to be on the Hall of Fame, and should they be on the Hall of Fame, right? So we're going to bring this up right here, fellas. The Hall of Fame class. Who should be a Hall of Famer? So let's start with this guy here. Started all right. Here we go. Jermaine O'Neal. Daryl, is he a Hall of Famer? 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, most improved in 2001, 2002.
It's gonna be I don't know. I don't think so. Not shit. I don't think he make this cut.
So hold on. So you saying not yet? He will. He's going to be, or you saying not at all? He ain't gonna never be a Hall of Famer.
You know what? I'm just not gonna beat around the bush. I was trying to be PC. No, I don't think he's gonna make it. I don't know. Not a Hall of Famer for me.
Okay.
What about you, King? What you think?
I'm on the fence with this one, bro. I'm shout out to cheap plug to my homeboys. Get off the damn fence. Wow, that's crazy. He's played in the finals before too, right? On Miami. Was it the finals?
Yes.
He on that finals team?
He might have been the one that lost. I feel like he played with them in the finals. Maybe. Am I tripping? Jermaine O'Neal didn't play with LeBron and them in the finals. He didn't play with them.
No.
He wasn't with LeBron. What am
I? I'm picturing him in a Heat jersey.
Yeah, with LeBron and them. I thought he was with the Heat with LeBron, but if he played in the finals, I'm gonna say yes eventually. I don't, because of being a 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, and the most improved. And he might not though. They might hold Malice at the Palace against him.
Ooh.
And you know what? That was part of my thought process.
Yeah.
I think they'll hold that against him.
They might hold that against him. So, but I still want to know if he made it to the finals or
no finals appearance.
So no finals appearance. So he wasn't. That's wild. I thought he was on that team with LeBron.
So he played on Miami Heat from 2008 to 2010. So he was there before they went to the finals.
Okay, so
remember they went in 2011.
Yeah, 2011. Okay, all right. So he was gone when LeBron and them got there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna say no to. I'm gonna go with my guy Neil over there, Kid Neil, and go.
No. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Like he's one of them cases, bro. Like if he end up getting the nod, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like he's a guy where you feel me. If none of the big names and nobody's the first ballot guys available this year, and he's one of the names you can just look at. I could see him possibly getting in there, like a Chris Webber, all that type of guys. But if he doesn't have the finals experience, one, and then two, that malice at the palace, I think that is on his resume.
The Chris Webber thing, he got held back because of maybe they thought he took money in college. That's why he got held back. But other than that, his career in college plus his career in the NBA kind of culminated to him getting that nod for the Hall of Fame.
Was Chris Ballard first? Was Chris Webber first ballot without that though?
I think he would have been.
You think he would have been first ballot?
Yes. 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. Because he was in that class with the Dirk and the KG and the Duncans around that time with Sacramento.
Is Penny 5 and 3? What's no, you might have Penny on the list or something.
No, Penny 4 and 3.
4 and 3?
Yeah, 4 and 3. 4-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. So I'm gonna say no. But I would not be surprised if he's on that list though.
I'm with you. I think we all agree on that.
Check this out, fellas. This is a good one right here. It's very debatable. Sean Kemp, the Rain Man. 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, which I thought he had more All-NBAs.
It's easy for me.
What you got, man?
This is easy for me. I can go first. I'm going yes. If we just sat there and we said that Jermaine O'Neal without the malice at the palace and all that stuff and should have been an All-Star or he could have been, then damn sure Sean Kemp went to the finals. It was a main piece of that finals run and all that. I believe Sean, but then is he going to be a Hall of Famer? Is he's associated with like not the best. Yeah, you feel me? So it's like I don't know if he will make it. I think he should be though.
I saw somebody one day say if he didn't play past 2000, he would have been a shoe-in.
Yeah, which means you should still be a Hall of Famer.
Right.
You shouldn't lose what you already did. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. For sure.
What you think, Daryl?
I'm gonna say yeah, because that body of work that he put up prior to 2000, like even he put in some major work, and like King said, he was in the finals and was a major piece of that finals run. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
I guess I should before I give you my answer. I guess I should ask y'all this: is he a first, second, or third ballot?
No, he already didn't make it, so he would be a later ballot guy. He's not first ballot.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
You feel me? Like I think he should make it though, but he's not first ballot. He'd already been on it.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'm trying to take my bias out of here, man. I'm a Sean Kemp guy. Like, do we not count how long they've been in the league on top of that? You know what I mean? Like, say you've been a 4-time All-Star, but you've been in the league for like 16 years. The longer you go on, you know what I'm saying? Like, does that not affect you?
So the reason Vince Carter was a first ballot Hall of Famer is because he played for so long. You feel me? Like the reason, like,
and what, he like a 10-time All-Star?
Yes. Was he 10-time? Was he 8-time? I think like 8-time.
It might have been 8.
But because he played for so long, it's the reason why Grant Hill, I feel like, made it. Was Grant Hill first ballot?
Yep.
Because I feel like eventually with the Duke and all that stuff, but him playing for a long period of time and changing his role from a superstar player to like a great role player helped him to be a Hall of Famer as well.
You're right. 8-time All-Star.
So that's why I'm saying
All NBA.
But I wouldn't take away what you do. Let's say hypothetically, Luka right now fell off a cliff, and he played 8 more years, like off of a cliff. Does that take away from being a first ballot Hall of Famer?
No, because he also got the overseas too with the championship and the MVP.
Whatever, it don't matter. But we stop it right now. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer. You feel what I'm saying? So like, you can't do anything to me to like take that away. You already have that.
You know what? Can I change my answer on Jermaine O'Neal then?
Okay.
I think he's a Hall of Famer.
That's why I say I wouldn't be surprised. The malice at the palace is the only thing I'm thinking that he shouldn't be a Hall of, that they may not make him one, but he is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he only one that's Hall of Fame eligible or worthy. that was part of it. I'm trying to think who else was part of it. Well, Ben Wallace was in there too.
Yeah, but Ben Wallace he's nobody on that side is a part of that. That's more with the Indiana Pacers. So do you think what's his name? Ron Artest.
Mm-hmm.
Should he be a Hall of Famer?
I'll be on the fence about him too.
I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning more towards no though.
And he got hardware though, right? Is it because he didn't get the longevity of his career doing stuff?
Let me see something.
Because he got a DPOY, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he got a DPOY.
All-Stars. Championship.
My bad.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing like a USA team or nothing like that though. That probably would have put him over the top, but
so check this out. He's a one-time All-Star.
Okay.
Of course, he won a championship in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
All NBA 2003, 2004, all rookie, 4-time all defense, and then of course he won defensive player of the year in 03-04.
That one All-Star hurt him.
See, that's what when I look at this stuff, that's what kind of like
that one All-Star.
Yeah,
that actually surprised me with him though. Him making an All-Star team only once.
He was Ron Artest about to be that dude. They were going to win. They thought they really would win a championship that year. Malice at the Palace happened. Ron Artest was like averaging 25, was coming off of being that defensive beast, and was like they were cooking. Like he was. Like Miller was on the Swan dance and all that. They were probably the favorites to win the championship. Jermaine O'Neal was nice. We just talked about Jermaine O'Neal.
Remember Reggie talked about it all the time. He said, "Man, that was my one chance. That was my one chance."
Steven Jackson.
Yeah,
they had a squad, man.
Their team was nice.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna bring up Fred Jones, huh? Okay.
I think they had 60 wins the year before, right? When they lost to Detroit, I think they had 60 wins that year, and Detroit beat them in 7. I think they had 60 that year.
Yeah, I'm not even sure, bro.
Because they ended up still making the playoffs that year with the Malice at the Palace thing. I think the year before they had 60 wins.
Yeah, because I remember it in the documentary where they was talking about it.
That's what I'm saying. I think they had 60 wins that year before, and then they still ended up making the playoffs that year, bro. Indiana was supposed to win.
Yeah, it's one of the favorites, bro.
Ron Artest is becoming that dude. But yeah, I'm gonna go yes for Sean Kemp, bro.
Good.
Off topic.
No, you good. Check this out, y'all. King favorite power forward right here is Rasheed Wallace, a Hall of Famer, Daryl.
Yes, but not probably like in one of them situations where he just come up. Because he got the title. The 4-time All-Star kind of looked kind of off to me, but I think he would get in just if he was one of them later down the line ballot type guys. I'll say
so. Let me ask y'all both a question because there are guys in the Hall of Fame who don't have a lot of All-Star, appearances or whatever. To y'all, what is y'all's measuring stick when it comes to this guy should be a Hall of Famer? Is it like impact?
Hardware.
So it's got to be the hardware.
It's hardware. So usually when you don't got All-Stars, you got like DPOYs, like Ben Wallace and all that stuff. We don't got a bunch of All-Stars.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Ben
and
Wallace.
And then you also you got college championships. You got USA gold medals and stuff like that. Like that kind of stuff adds together to give you a Hall of Famer. I do not think Rasheed Wallace is a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's any ballot. That's not to disrespect him or nothing like that. He's a 4-time All-Star. He's made no All-NBA teams. And he's a champ. And he was just part of the crew on the champ. Not saying he wasn't a piece of the pie or whatever like that, but just Rasheed Wallace, man. Like Rasheed Wallace was like, there were a lot of power forwards before Rasheed Wallace. Jermaine O'Neal was one of them.
Hold on. First of all, you must hear what Iggy said, bro. All right, he said if he was in today's game, he'd be the best player in the league, bro. Okay. You heard me say, don't do that, King. Don't you do that, bro.
You heard Nick Young said that AR a better second option than Kyrie Irving. So
yeah, man, I believe him.
I was told a lot of things.
Yeah, I know I'm with y'all, bro. I kind of with Durr. He's one of them cases too. I wouldn't be surprised, but if you ask me, I don't think he should be in there, bro. he's one of them guys I feel like maybe to a certain degree he underachieved.
Is he better than Jermaine?
I'll take Jermaine over him. Jermaine was the number one option.
So why?
Jermaine was the number one option.
Like,
That's
so
why I
why
had to
are
go back
we
and change my
Rashid?
answer on Jermaine, man. I had to go back and change my answer on Jermaine.
Why are we Rashid? Then that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's a.
So I think I'm kind of like on the same thing as Relle. He's like one of them guys that underachieved, and so to King's point, I'm gonna change my answer on Rashid, and I'm gonna say no.
If Zach LaVine won a chip, was he a Hall of Famer?
Nah.
No, he only also twice. That's it.
I mean, he kind of in the same boat.
Two or three? It ain't three. It's two.
No,
still?
It's two. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of a player that gave me 4 All-Star appearances that don't have any All NBAs that ended up winning a ring. I don't think he has enough on his resume. Like, he doesn't have an Olympic gold medal or nothing like that. No, they definitely want to play him on the NBA on the Olympic team. You feel me?
Exactly.
So, like, he didn't win in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that championship does that much for Rasheed Wallace. Was he the number one on that team? No.
Hold on. Nah. If that's going to do something for him, then he need to do something for Mark Aguirre.
That's what I'm saying. So that one, there you go. What's Mark Aguirre's resume?
Like 3-time.
Three-time
He been all NBA though. I think like 2 times.
Okay. I think. Mark Aguirre or Rasheed Wallace?
Mark Aguirre.
Rasheed Wallace ain't a Hall of Famer.
Yep. If Mark Aguirre not a Hall of Famer, he not a Hall of Famer.
Rasheed Wallace definitely not a Hall of Famer. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm gonna change my answer. I agree with y'all.
Okay.
I mean, once you broke it down like that, you know what I'm saying? I got you.
Because I think a lot of people forget, like what King just said, is the fact that you got to factor in everything. This is not the NBA Hall of Fame. This is the basketball Hall of Fame, which is why we were saying a guy like Grant Hill and them got in. I know his career kind of got cut short a little bit in the NBA. Like when he was on top of the world, he was doing his thing or whatever, but they also got to factor in that college, which kind of got him over the hump as far as getting into the Hall of Fame.
Grant Hill got a gold medal, right?
Yes. He was on that
96, right?
Team too.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, you feel me? Grant Hill has enough.
So he got 2 championships in college. He got a gold medal in 96. Yeah. And then
conference finals appearances in the NBA. 7-time All-Star.
8-time All-Star.
Yeah. I mean, he's been All NBA.
Co-rookie of the year, right?
Co-rookie of the year. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, like, that's hardware. He got hardware. He got trophies. Rasheed Wallace got a ring.
You said no Drake.
No, I don't mean it like yes, no Drake, but I don't mean it like the ring has no weight, but like that's on his trophy case is a ring.
But that's the only thing you have standing out is just that ring. Like what else?
Yeah, like he don't have a trophy for like that rookie trophy. He don't have a Finals MVP, an MVP, a gold medal right there, and that ring is valuable. I'm not saying like you feel me. A lot of players want a ring, but it's a lot of players there are a lot of players that just have a ring that. You feel me? Rasheed Wallace wasn't the top. He's not one of the top 3 players on that team at that point. It was Ben, Chauncey, and Rip Hamilton. They were the top 3 on the team.
I mean, I can't argue with you on that. I can't argue with you.
Imitation.
All right, man. Check this out, man. Mark Price. So he's a 4-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA. And that's all he got on his resume. Daryl, what you got?
I'll go with Daryl.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, go Daryl. Go Daryl.
So, babe, looking at this resume, I'm gonna say no. I'm
with him, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's wrong. I just feel like Mark Price does not get the respect he's supposed to get, bro.
He don't, but he was more of a flash in the pan. I feel like Jordan kind of ended him. Do you not agree? He was the guy that was playing against Jordan, that was beating Jordan in the beginning or whatever. So he's Cleveland that's supposed to be able to beat Jordan and all. Mark Price was nice during that period. Once Jordan got past Mark Price, nobody remember Mark Price anymore. Like that's when Mark Price was done.
Yeah.
Boy, those 4 years he was All-Star, he was 4-time All-NBA. He was that dude, them 4 times, and then it was just.
You know how you talk about Dallas drafting two guys?
Mm-hmm.
Mark Price and Brad Daugherty got drafted the same year too.
Same year, yep.
That's crazy. But yeah, y'all right, bro. That man needed flowers, bro. I think a lot of people kind of disrespect how good Mark Price was, bro. But
I don't know enough about their college careers either, though. Like any of these guys we talk about,
I don't know a lot about his career. Yeah,
college championship changes things too. Like if he had a college championship, then maybe. You feel me? Like maybe we talking about a guy not first ballot. Like he may eventually get in there, Mark Price. But if he don't have a college championship or, like I said, a gold medal or something like that, then nah, he's not Hall of Fame.
So he went to Georgia Tech.
Okay. Shout out to
Didn't he get drafted in '85?
I think so. Shout out to Georgia Tech.
But yeah, y'all right though, bro. Y'all right. Now check this out. We talking about kind of giving an example of All-Star, but no All NBAs. I think this player doesn't have All NBAs. But check this out. This has been a debate for like a while now. Joe Johnson, bro, 7-time All NBA. I mean, 7-time All-Star. So he was All NBA one time, and of course All Rookie team.
Who you want to go first on this one?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Daryl. What you got? Daryl, don't you do it to ISO Joe. Don't you do it.
I love Joe. But Joe, I don't think so, Joe. I love ISO Joe, but no, I don't see it.
I already know King gonna say yes, so let me go ahead and answer my question.
Yeah, you might as well, because absolutely not. No, Joe Johnson not. I know they're like comparing him to like Tracy McGrady and all. Nah, he not T-Mac.
T-Mac been All NBA a bunch of times.
Yeah, he's not. And T-Mac led the league in scoring and all that stuff before. Like he not T-Mac. So nah. Yeah, he's the guy probably that's gonna have the most All-Stars that don't make the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
It'll probably be Joe Johnson. Somebody had to be it.
So what did Joe Johnson, in your opinion, what did he need to be a Hall of Famer?
He was an easy All-Star. He was a guy that made the All-Star because he was in the East when the East was phony. He was making All-Star games with Kyle Korver in them.
So you think he needed more All NBAs to kind of get that recognition?
Yeah.
All NBA.
He was never. That means he was only considered one of the top 15 players in the league one time.
One time, yeah. And you know what year that was? That year he signed with Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta that first year after Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wasn't he a part of that Atlanta team that had like what 4 or 5 All-Stars at one time?
I believe he was.
No,
that wasn't
no, that
Jeff
wasn't
T, Kyle Korver, Paul Millsap. It wasn't Joe Johnson too?
No, it was the dude with the braids. No, Al Horford. I'm sorry, Al Horford. It was Al Horford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it was. They got 5 though, I thought, right?
Nah, he had 4.
They had 4, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I would say Torian Prince, he went All-Star.
No.
I don't want Torian Prince, was it? I think it's somebody else. Not Torian Prince. There's another dude with dreads, kind of like
DeMar Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll.
DeMar Carroll. Wait, was he an All-Star?
No, hell no, bro.
Here? Okay.
Hell no. Hell no,
okay.
man.
So it was Horford then.
Hell no, Carroll wasn't no All-Star. Don't you dare do that or tell people that if you start saying that to their friends and all. Like,
hey, folks will say that to you if they found that Kyle Korver was All-Star.
Yeah, I know, bro. No.
They're like, nah, you lying. No, I'm serious. He was All-Star. Bro, stop playing.
Yeah, nah, he really made it.
Yeah. I swear he made it.
Kyle Korver or Mike Miller?
I'm taking Mike Miller.
Mike Miller more of a bucket than Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver just a shooter. I mean, Mike Miller was smoother too, but he can.
Mike Miller never made the All-Star game. He got you what? Rookie of the year, 6th man of the year.
Say, bro, Kyle Korver got you 6-man rookie, bro, in the worst draft of all time.
Mike Miller is a 2-time champion, though.
He's a Hall of Famer?
Nah, hell no. Let's keep it moving. Who's next? Let's keep it moving.
Keep it pushing. No.
Oh, man. Hey, speaking of moving, bro, this is a guy we talked about before, Hurricane. This is gonna be interesting right here. Your guy, 3-time All-Star Kevin Johnson, 3-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, most improved in 88-89.
Bro, yes. I'm going to go first. Yes. He a Hall of Famer because of this one reason. How the hell he a 5-time All-NBA, only a 3-time All-Star, bro? How you telling you he's one of the 15 best players in the league 5 times, but he only an All-Star 3 times? It wasn't no 65 game rule back then or nothing like that.
Yeah, them numbers not adding up.
The math ain't mathing.
He should at least be a 5-time All-Star to go with 5 All-NBAs.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I think there are times when like you're not playing well at the beginning of the season and you don't make the All-Star team. And then because he never was like a starting All-Star guy. He would have to make it on the bench. And then maybe you started on the second half of the season getting hot as hell and you end up making like the third team or something like that. I've seen it happen before. But to see it happen like 2 times where he's a 5-time All-NBA guy and then like, damn, only a 3-time All-Star.
I need to see some more examples of that because that's crazy now that you say that.
That's when the All-Star don't matter then. Like, bro, you an All-Star that year. You 5-time All-Star. If you make 5 All-NBA teams, you're a 5-time All-Star to me. So, and he made the finals, I would say yes, he's a Hall of Famer.
Well, I always felt like he was always in the All-Star game though.
It seemed like I remember him being in the All-Star game more than
doing the Charles Barkley part. It's because when you think about Charles Barkley, when he was there with Charles.
That's what it is.
That was the Charles Barkley run. It was him and Charles Barkley.
So, bro, don't be disrespecting Tom Chambers like that, bro. See him jumping off somebody
beforehand,
and dunking and all that, bro.
I don't got a problem. I mean, Tom Chambers. I mean, is he on the list? Did Tom Chambers make the Hall of Fame? He in there?
No.
He ain't on your list? That's not a spoiler alert. Like you might.
No. He on the list, but I don't think he's a.
Tom Chambers might want to be on this list as far as possible Hall of Famers.
Speaking of possible Hall of Famers, man. Speaking of power forward, check this out. Horace Grant, a Hall of Famer, Daryl.
I'm gonna defer.
You say defer. I'll say no for him then. I'll do no twice. No.
Hey, hold on. He got 4 rings.
Okay.
He was an All-Star that one time.
That one time,
And then he was all defense 4 times.
Okay.
One of them rings was by default, I want to say.
It's Tony Kukoc. Hold up. Tony Kukoc did make it, right? Yeah. Tony made it.
Yeah, he made it. No, you know why Tony made it.
Yeah, I know, but nah, he not, bro. Nah, he not, bro. Is Bill Lambert? He is, though. Is Bill Lambert a Hall of Fame? He not a Hall of Fame, is he?
Nah.
Is Bill Lambert a Hall of Famer?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Horace Grant not no Hall of Famer. There you go.
Jesus. Oh, was Bill Lambert All-Star? He was an All-Star, wasn't he?
I think he was one time, maybe All-Star, something like that.
Just like Horace.
Yeah, he got 2 less rings than Horace, though, but still, nah, Horace not.
What about Harvey Grant? Is he a Hall of Famer?
Hell no. Come on,
no.
Why you even bring his name up? Keep it moving. Keep it moving, bro. Why even bring his name up? Shout out to Harvey, though, man. Harvey, shout out to Jeremy Grant.
No shots. Yeah, shout out to Jeremy Grant.
Shout out to Jeremy Grant, man.
What happened to his brother, man? His brother came from Notre Dame, bro. I thought he was gonna be.
That's usually what happens with the Grant boys. One of them, you feel me? One Horace and one Harvey. You feel me?
That's crazy.
That's usually how it goes.
That's how it goes in time.
King, I'm about to test your fandom right here, bro. Sean Marion, 4-time All-Star. Yeah, I know he's a champ. 2-time All-NBA, All-Rookie in 99, 2000.
I think Sean Marion might sneak in. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let Daryl go.
You got it. I was gonna say he probably be one of the ones that'll get in later. That was my exact answer.
A sneaky one. That's what I'm thinking later on. Obviously not a first ballot guy, but I think again when it's somebody available because nobody's going in the Hall of Fame that year. I think Sean Marion can sneak in there.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to both of y'all. Y'all both surprised me with y'all's answer.
Oh, you thought he was gonna say no?
I thought you was gonna say no.
He might not offer accolades, bro, but I think Sean Marion
I was gonna say if he make it, it's gonna be straight reputation, bro. It's gonna be straight reputation.
He didn't play in the U.S. at all for the U.S.
He played once.
That's what I'm saying. I think he did. I think he played once for the U.S.
He played once.
I think Sean Marion might make it, bro.
Was it a FIBA or Olympic?
I'm not even sure, but I think he's had a U.S. jersey before, though. I think
I think y'all right. I can't remember what year that was. It might have been. I can't remember if that was a FIBA or actual Olympic. But
like for Sean Murray to not be on the all defensive team is crazy.
That's what I was about to say too.
You feel me?
Like, I am 1,000,000% agree. He should have been on somebody all defensive. Matter of fact, who they compare Sean Murray to coming out of college?
Scottie Pippen.
Yep. I remember that.
He was on that 04 bronze medal.
Okay. I mean, he still got a medal though.
Yeah. He was on that 04
I mean, you said I know it's but he still got a medal though. It still counts for something. You feel me?
Hey, like, that 04 got a bad taste in a lot of people.
Yeah, dude. He got a medal. But yeah, I think like he should have been on more defensive teams. He should have a defensive team on his resume. That's crazy. But yeah, I think it might eventually get in.
It should be more than A. That's crazy. It's just like Scottie Pippen not having a defensive player of the year. Yeah, that's just crazy to me. And he's considered like the greatest defensive perimeter defender of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy to me.
You say Tim Duncan? Isn't that crazy that Tim Duncan never been DPOY?
Yep.
Never?
No.
Never.
Tim Duncan never been DPOY, man.
He must have made up for him with the MVPs of this.
Yeah, he took one from Jason Kidd.
I remember that. You said 03?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
All right, but last but not least, y'all, his former teammate, Amari Stoudemire. 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, All-Rookie, and Rookie of the Year. Hold on, bro.
Yeah, that's all you, Daryl. Yo, this is easy. This one, another one that's easy. Go ahead, Daryl. That's all you.
Also, he got a ring overseas and he got an MVP.
Okay.
No.
He don't have any college accolades though.
Yeah, he a high school guy. Yeah, straight out of high school guy. I'm gonna say no.
I'm going yes. I'm going strong yes. That dude a 5-time All-NBA player. And he's
not in there.
And it don't make sense. That's what bro. Amari Stoudemire was like, I feel like he was in the MVP conversation one year, top 3 rookie. MVP guy. Amari Stoudemire should be in the Hall of Fame.
Was it his first year in New York?
It might have been his first year in New York. That's what I'm thinking. In first year,
yeah. It was before they got Carmelo. Like before they got Carmelo, he ended up getting hurt. Losing that ground or whatever on the MVP.
So I'm saying, Amari Stoudemire was that. Bro, he's a 5-time All-NBA. Like, that ain't enough. 5-time All-NBAs don't get you in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, that's crazy. He's not in the Hall of Fame, bro.
And you said he got a ring overseas now.
Yeah, he got a ring. I think he got a ring. He was an MVP overseas.
And he got a Big 3 ring. I'm joking. I don't know if he wanted a Big 3. But does that count? If you do, shout out to Ice Cube. If you do.
Ask Adam Silver if it counts.
Man, it's a basketball league.
I'm not laughing because I love the Big 3. It's the Big 3. I'm just laughing because, like, you said ex Adam Silver. Like,
hey,
you right though. Adam Silver.
Adam Silver,
for the Hall of Fame, bro. Like,
you being real petty on that Big 3 over there, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
Big 3 championships count for Hall of Fame, man. If he include overseas championships, I don't see why not. If it's going to be a basketball Hall of Fame, it should be a basketball Hall of Fame.
I agree.
You said Rashad McCants going to make the Hall of Fame?
Hey, they got the Big 3 in the Olympics now. Oh, my God.
Exactly, bro. You heard what I said.
I heard you. That's why I just turned my head.
Yeah, they got the Big 3 in the Olympics now. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. If you win a gold medal for the Big 3, does that count on your resume? Like, so since it's in the Olympics now and it's 3-on-3, if you win a gold medal, do you are they going to start whatever the 3-on-3 team is this year or whatever they do in the future? If they start racking up a bunch of gold medals, do they go in this Hall of Fame?
That's a good question. It's considered under FIBA, right?
Yeah, it's basketball.
Yeah, it's a FIBA. It's a FIBA thing. Yeah.
Okay. So can you just go in the Hall of Fame based off being a 3-on-3 player? So
you saying Jimmy Fredette gonna make it?
Yo, these D's about to be Hall of Famers, bro. 3-on-3. I mean, I would. Hey, bro, if it's a way to get in before they change the rules, I would go ahead and be like, you know what? I'm gonna go be in the Hall of Fame real quick, bro. Go win 3 gold medals.
3 gold medals real fast.
Yeah,
shout out to Jimmy Fredette, bro. Jesus, man.
That's wild. They need to talk about that. Nobody's like brought that up though. Like that
hold
really
on. So Jimmy Fredette win a ring with the big three. I mean, the three big three in FIBA.
The gold medals.
And then he also won a championship over in China. Is he a Hall of Famer? And a collegiate career.
Is he not? I'm dead serious. If he wins 3 gold medals, does a 5-on-5 gold medal weigh more than a 3-on-3? Or is it a gold medal?
A gold medal is a gold medal.
That's what I thought. A gold medal is a gold medal, right?
Hey, so the swimmer having 2 gold medals compared to LeBron having 2 gold medals. Ain't that the same thing? You both got gold medals.
Same gold medals. That's what I thought. If I go win 3 gold medals in basketball real quick, and then go have a big 3 championship, a college championship, overseas championship, am I not a Hall of Famer?
Boy, Jimmy Fredette make it to the Hall of Fame, bro. That's gonna be crazy, bro.
That'd be ridiculous. But somebody need to talk about that, because if that's happening and the game's moving forward with that, they need to be ahead of that before they're behind.
Yeah, because they probably got to give about the Olympics happens every 4 years, maybe 3 more Olympics, and then we'll start hearing that or whatever.
Yeah, maybe when the U.S. start winning, that's when we start hearing about it. When the U.S. start winning the gold medals in the event, that's when you'll start hearing about Hall of Famers.
So if you don't make the 12-man roster, do you just automatically go try to get on the 3-on-3 roster?
I would go get a gold medal to be in the Hall of Fame, bro. I'd be like, I ain't make the 12-man roster. What about that 3-man? Can I get on that?
I would.
I'm dead serious.
Like I said, a medal's a medal, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gold medal's a gold medal. It don't matter. Just if I can't make it over here. Matter of fact, wouldn't y'all feel better if one of our best NBA players was over there in the big 3?
Say Kawhi didn't make it. Say Kawhi didn't make it, right? He got cut. And he went over there and played for the big 3 and won a gold medal. We're gonna say, oh my goodness, you won a gold medal for the big. You won a gold medal. Thank you for winning for the U.S.
You gonna add that tally to the U.S. side. I appreciate you.
That's a new sport, and the U.S. is winning it. If the U.S. would have won breakdancing, they would have had it. It'd have been a Hall of Fame. You feel me? Like, you got a gold medal.
Facts. But yeah, man, that's just a list of the guys, man. Just kind of wanted to get y'all's opinion on if they should be in the Hall of Fame. But we're gonna turn the page here, fellas.
No Bobby V.
Me and King got these jerseys on, and Daryl had his hat on for a reason, man. King, what's the name of this next segment called?
Pause.
20-second timeout, bro. You need 20 seconds. For those who don't know, there was a great game on tonight featuring the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Dallas Mavericks. And it was a pretty good game. Of course, the Lakers won in convincing fashion. But the main standout of that game was the guy whose jersey me and King have on right now, Luka Doncic. We're not going to even pretty much talk about that game. We're going to talk about this. One, Nico Harrison. If you guys watched the game, y'all heard the whole entire crowd screaming in unison, "Fire Nico." The thing that is kind of crazy to us is when Dallas played the Lakers the first time, Nico was all on the sidelines, dapping everybody up, front and center, out there while Luka was warming up, all that. Fast forward 2 months later, you ducking and hiding in the grass like a snake while the crowd is chanting your name and telling you need to be fired. Just wondering why the same energy is not kept the same way. You remember, you stood on business. No PJ Washington and made this trade. Now it's starting to become starting to backfire on you now. Now you want to hide. That's crazy to me. So I'm gonna get y'all opinion on this. I'm gonna start with Daryl from the Lakers side, bro. What's your opinion on this whole Luka fiasco, man, that happened here with Dallas and Lakers in that trade, man?
So if I go back to, I thought it was a hoax. I'm just gonna be real. Like I can't believe it. As a fan of a team that always gets like the top. We're known for getting good players, like really, really good. we get the luck of the draw if we go back to getting Pau. Like we go back to getting Pau Gasol back, then we end up with Shaq, Kobe. We get good players. This was one player that I never, and me and Relle have had conversations all how much I respect Luka. It's a bad man. I would have never thought that he would be in another jersey. I saw him as a long-term in the rafters next to Dirk statue out in front of AAC. That's what I saw. And so for them to pull this off, or for Nico to go rogue, because I feel like he just made this decision on his own. Didn't consult nobody. And it just was like, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to trade Luka Doncic. What? Are you serious? And then I was happy that we got rid of AD, to be honest with you, because I'm like, okay, this is not working. And then for us to get rid of him and get this piece that is 26 years old and is a international superstar, not just here, but he is a global star. To get that in purple and gold, I was like, it's up. It is up from here. And this opens the door for so many other things that could possibly happen for us in the future.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that my thought is I really don't know what the hell Nico was thinking when he pulled this trigger, and to think that the defense of Anthony Davis would change the trajectory of this team when you just went to the finals with this guy that was the main piece. And from my observation of all the Laker games I've watched, the reason that you were putting out there that you traded him has now become some of his strengths that have been pulled to the forefront, and you can see them. And I mean, I've watched the show, and I've watched you guys break his game down and show all of his highlights. So I already knew what he was capable of, because as we were talking about, we watched the games. Y'all watch the games. Y'all are real analysts. Y'all really do y'all's job. This is something that y'all love to do. So I already knew what I was getting with him, but to watch what they said was the reason why they wanted him gone, and for him to display these things like, oh, this ain't no weakness, this didn't do nothing. All they did was create a bigger monster than what he already was. That's all that happened. You wanted to light a fire, you wanted to create a bigger monster. Yeah, you got one now.
Daryl, listen. Now we invited you on the show. We didn't ask you to come over here preaching. All right. You don't got no suit on or nothing, bro. You just chill with the preaching. But what you think, King?
Defense wins championships.
We finally got this game out of our system now, man. What you think, man?
You know what? Let me keep it real. I hate it today. I hate it today. I hated this game. I hated watching a tribute video for Luka Doncic at 26. Like he was like a 35 or 40-year-old guy. LeBron didn't even get a tribute video from the Lakers. And LeBron's been playing for the Lakers basically the same amount of time that Luka's been playing for the Mavericks.
Yeah.
It made me sad. Watching them like over to the sideline crying and stuff like that was horrible. It was you basically knew he wanted to stay here. He wanted to go the Dirk route. We always talked about like Luka had would he be like Dirk? Would he want to be that type of guy? Would he want to stay with a team for 20 plus years or whatever? I didn't think he wanted to be here for 20 years, but however amount of time he would have been here, I think he'd have stayed with the Dallas Mavericks and tried to win him a championship. And everything I needed to know, or everything that needed to be said, was said with his tears. That's as crazy as that sounds. And yeah, that was kind of like the nail in the coffin, if it wasn't already there for the Maverick organization. Like I said, I respect the folks that stay a Maverick fan and all, but I don't know how they. It's like, well, you expect the Mavericks to now make smart decisions when they made the dumbest decision ever, and it's like I don't understand how you think that way. But yeah, dumb organizations make dumb moves. We're a dumb organization. Well, the Mavericks are a dumb organization. That's how I feel. So they're going to be a dumb organization as long as they're ran by dummies. and they ran by dummies. And I felt like the Mavs fans were yelling for that dummy to get fired. So if you're yelling for that dummy to get fired, why you think that dummy gonna make smart moves? But it is what it is, bro. I'm glad the game over. I'm glad Luka can move forward. I'm glad he joined Wilt Chamberlain as far as the first guy to put up 45 with a team and against a team in the same season, because he does Luka Doncic things. I'm glad the shout out. You don't have the stats on the screen, but I know you talked about the Lakers defense before the trade being in the 20s, being a top 3 now since they got Luka Doncic. The Mavericks before the trade was like what, a top 15 defense or something like that, top 10 maybe almost. And since the trade and all that, they've been in the 20s as well. But defense wins championships. I don't understand it. Some people have told me scheme was the issue. I'm like, why, when you have a better defensive player, would you? It'd be easier with a scheme to play around the defensive player that's not as good. That doesn't. I've never. That's like the Bucks losing Giannis and said they're going to become a better defensive team because of scheme. Doesn't make sense. But this is what it is, bro.
So to kind of go back what you were just saying with them stats, check this out, fellas. This is the Los Angeles Lakers defense. All right, this is with AD and with Luka. This is their defense. 114.4 points per 100 in 2,899 possessions with AD in the lineup. 11. I can't talk right now. 112.5 per 100 possessions out of 1,791 possessions with Luka. That's with the Lakers. With the Mavericks, 113.8 points per 100 in 412 possessions with AD in the lineup. 110.3 points per 100 out of 1,620 possessions with Luka.
Men lie, women lie.
Numbers never lie.
Numbers don't.
Which is like I said, what we told, defense, culture, all that stuff. But I'm kind of with you, King. I actually enjoyed this game today because this is kind of like what Jason Terry's always say, vindication. This was vindication. And this was the nail in the coffin. This right here was the 100% proof that this was the stupidest trade in sports history, bro.
Where was AD? I'm still looking for him.
My God.
These are the moments that we all talked about before the trade happened. That if any of us would have been, if any of us would have brought that up before the trade happened, everybody would be agreeing with us. Where's AD? He can't be he can't be a number one and all that stuff. It's not about your talent. It's about situations and moments. And you look for AD in situations and moments. They lost in the Mamba jerseys because of AD. I remember that. They should have won at 5 instead of 6. They had on the Mamba jerseys, were undefeated in LA.
Yep.
And in the bubble, they lost that game because LeBron was trying to get AD the finals MVP. That's the stuff AD does. I remember those type of moments. It's not about the skill. It's about being it in those moments. Luka was here. He was looking for you. And AD, I don't care. You were on that floor. Where were you? 13 points. And by the way, last point, did the Mavericks score 100 points with Luka out there on the floor?
Yeah, the defense got 100 points.
They got him 100 points. Okay. The Lord, they got what? Was that 99, 97? What was they get? 97?
Well, 97.
97 points they got, right? And Luka played today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're saying Luka almost got half of their points?
Hold on, you don't see my name?
Defense wins championship. That's crazy.
What are you talking about, bro?
Luka almost scored half their points.
Didn't they defense get him 97 points? They got 97 points on defense, King. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. You don't watch
all of these guys with this defense, all of these guys practice with Luka, right?
Yes, sir.
You saying Luka used to practice against every one of these guys that was on the floor today, except for Max Christie and AD? That's what you said?
Yes, sir.
And he cooked all of them, right?
No, defense.
Defense wins championships.
But yeah, we about to say though, Daryl.
I just was. This was a classic AD performance. Classic. I watched many Laker games of where he would do exactly what he did tonight, complain and disappear. You wanted a center or another big so that way you could do what you do or claim to do what you do. Now that you have 2, you still shrink in the spotlight. And I want to take it back to a moment in the game where the doubles were coming at him. He's the tallest person on the floor right now.
Right.
He goes over to Jason Kidd and starts to complain. about his frustration of not being able to do whatever AD does. How is that your number one? How is that person your star that's going to carry you to a championship when the person that you did have just cooked you for 45 points, had 31 at halftime?
Yep.
Like, what logical sense does that make for you to swap those two? AD didn't even show number one tendencies in LA. And if we take it back even further, when he was in New Orleans, he got happy when DeMarcus Cousins came.
Yep, DeMarcus Cousins and Rajon Rondo the 1 year. The 1 year.
Yeah. So the last time that AD kind of showed flashes of number one tendency was his 1 year at Kentucky.
I mean,
he went to Kentucky.
Was he a number one in Kentucky?
That's
back when his offense was like.
I said flashes.
I
didn't say he was. No.
You right. You did. I apologize.
I said flashes.
I apologize. You did.
That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. You sure you want to show that? No. That's all I'm giving you,
bro. Anthony Davis was on par with Giannis, with Joel Embiid, with Jokic. That was AD. What happened?
Yes.
But that just changed when he got to the Mavericks because we want to cope. So it is what it is, man. He's not Luka Doncic. He's not.
What about this?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I remember. What about when the other game when he got 20 or something like that and 10 and they were like, oh, AD. I don't get it, bro. I've watched it. It's like, I guess we just all casuals, man. We just get excited. I understand they want to be excited for something. It's like I've watched enough of AD doing this. I watch AD get 40 and 21 game to get you 8 points the next game, bro.
I've listen. We said this before. We said it a million times, but we got beat up for it. So I'm just glad we got a Laker fan on here to tell the folks exactly what we've been saying. This is why we were saying we just went like, oh my God, this is the greatest trade I've ever seen in my life because we saw this dude. You talking about a guy who's that guy when it comes to that time when the lights are bright. You got that guy. And you're going to trade it for a guy who people are begging to show up when they need him. But
AD gets single digits multiple times in the season, including the playoffs. Luka Doncic has got single digits like damn near 10 times in his career. If 10 times in his career, including the playoffs and all that. Got you single digits. It's levels to this, bro. It's levels.
For sure. And so I'm going to say this. Look at how LeBron plays different versus when he played with AD.
He's being a number two. He's finally being a number two and being okay with it.
He's fine with it. He's able to. He's thriving playing as a two now.
Yep.
He doesn't have to bring the ball up. He doesn't have to go. He scored 11 points almost in a row while Luka sat on the bench in the fourth because he was able to save himself until the fourth quarter. You know that you got this guy that just dropped 31 and a half.
Right.
And I can conserve my energy and get ready.
And the gravity, the when LeBron decides to turn it on and become LeBron, he's going one-on-one ISOs all the time. He can run around getting the post. LeBron gets so many putback dunks now off of like Luka misses and all because 3 guys come off of him and it's like, bro, you leaving me? I'm LeBron James. You're not gonna put a body on me. Like, oh, okay. This is an easy putback. Like I'm LeBron James. Bro. Like this is too easy.
Like you said, the gravity that Luka's creating. Look how many defensive people he was bringing out of the paint at the top of the key near the half court line, which was opening up the whole entire lane for guys to cut, and then you backdoor guys for layups or dunks or whatever.
Why do you think Austin Reeves was like Austin Reeves, like him this year?
Hey, look, that was gonna be my next point. This man went from 17 points before Luka got there to now averaging 22.9.
What happened when Luka now on the floor? And then you see Austin Reeves being in a different situation. Like,
it's like
But Daryl, the culture. What are you talking about?
Culture.
Hey.
Come on, man. The culture. Don't do that, Daryl.
Right now, man,
don't be throwing out no factual numbers out like that, man. Think of the culture, Daryl. That's what you need to think about.
That's unbelievable.
Shout out to Nico. Bro, that But yeah, that's pretty much what we want to talk about here on Pause, man, because I just found that funny, man. The dude was hiding in the shadows and stuff, man, during the game. But when the trade first went down, he was all smug and sitting on the side of the court while Luka was, warming up and all that stuff in his first game with the Lakers, bro. So, I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Luka jersey still get retired, right? You think eventually?
I would say it's disrespectful not to.
That's what I'm saying. I think because of because of the situation, and all, I think they're going to be forced to retire his jersey because he's attached. They're going to have to retire his jersey.
Yeah, it would have.
Just to try to get off the comma. You feel me? Like it's probably going to be one of those situations where it's like you got to retire his jersey. Stop playing. And nobody going to wear 77. Nobody going to wear 77. Like I don't think nobody going to try that. That's they ain't even a number you try like a 15 and something like that with Joker and all. Nobody going to try 77.
No.
But yeah, man. That was brought to you by what, King?
Playback. Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
Yes, sir, man. Listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, rocking with your boys for another episode of Cap and Crown, episode 6. Listen, guys, if you're new to the channel, if you're into NBA content and conversations, guys, you're in the right place. Please do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. If you're new, y'all, join us here every Monday and Wednesday evening, man, as we talk all things NBA. And also, too, man, everybody get the likes up for tonight, man. Help us build that algorithm up to find more NBA fans like yourselves, man. Also, too, you want to become a member of the channel, just simply click on that join button right next to the subscribe button. We have our members only on every Friday, y'all. Every Friday morning for the members. So for members, we will see y'all this Friday morning, man, for the member show. Also, too, follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geeks. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. Daredevil was almost finished. I can't wait, man. I really want to talk about that show. A couple other trailers dropped too. I think there was a new Predator trailer just dropped, animated trailer that dropped today. So we're gonna probably wait. We'll have a show this week for sure, but Daredevil for sure, y'all. We're gonna do just strictly Daredevil discussion next week because want to do just a straight show on Daredevil, man. So there's a lot to really take out of that show. So, but yeah, King, is there anything else I'm forgetting, man, before we hand over to Daryl?
Share, more share. A like is equivalent of a share. Please hit us up on all the socials, share our stuff, comment, like the main things. Even if you don't want to subscribe and do all that stuff, help us out by commenting and liking so we can get out there in the algorithm. Also follow me or follow us, I should say, on We Talk Combats now. If you're interested in WWE, pro wrestling, boxing. Okay.
I got you.
I got you. Or mixed martial arts at all, just in general. We're going to start our YouTube shows, weekly recaps on the 27th. That'll be the week after. Oh no, right? Yeah, the 27th, which will be the week after WrestleMania, which is the 19th and the 20th. So we'll start our recap shows that time. Just try to subscribe over at We Talk Combats. Like I said, we'll be starting there. Me and a couple of my family and friends, and then we'll be going from there. But yeah, other than that, appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Daryl. Let us know what you've been, I guess, working on, bro.
Man, first I want to say, man, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for having me on, man. It feels good to be able to talk basketball with some real people out here, man. I want to be able to just get y'all to run these numbers up for these guys, man. I've been watching shows for some years now, and they have been doing their thing. So y'all really enjoy quality. Follow these guys here, man. I double, triple stamp them on whatever it is when it comes to basketball.
Appreciate it, man.
Get y'all to follow me at KidNeil24 on IG and TikTok.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. And then also I want y'all to go follow On the Record Pod. That's one of my working on that show where we talk about mental health and music and how they coincide together. So that's something that near and dear to my heart, which is music. And so trying to get that thing up and running.
You heard him. I got all of his social links down in the description box, y'all. So go ahead, scroll on down there, click on his links to his socials. And listen, man, we will be back here for the members on Friday, but for everybody else, we'll be back here on Monday, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, I want y'all to remember, don't ever forget, defense wins championships. I want y'all to remember that, all right? My chest out here itching, you know what I'm saying? Man, what's going on?
We're supposed to get another one of those, bro, with Luka. We were supposed to, but
we were supposed to, man. I'm just glad he got his vindication, man, tonight, man. Shout out to Luka, man. But listen, with all that being said, man, it is your boys, Cap and Crown. And we out. Okay.